don't know why I won't do like the promos first and then start streaming. See, that seemed like that would make more sense, but I don't do that for some reason. So now I'm like all delayed and waiting. Hold on, because I'm like, I recorded some videos and I need to delete some stuff. All right, back to the promos. It's like yesterday was a good stream. Let's see if we can do the same for today. Oh, that was a fail. Oh, I was already playing the game, so. Alright, posted it on there. Need to do that copy and paste. Was playing this game a little bit this morning. I had to though. It's like there's just at times some mornings I just gotta play a video game real quick. I woke up pretty early too. I woke up at like 7 something. I was just like, and I went back to sleep. Woke up again like 7:30. I'm like, huh? Guess I'm supposed to be up then. I'm like, dang. I'm just trying to sleep real quick. Get my hours in. Alright, photos, post that. Copy and paste, publish, post it. Now I gotta go to YouTube, do my promos there. Let everybody know that I'm live. I can't wait for the day where I'm like, I just start up the stream. I ain't got like, all I just gotta do is post on like one platform and then I'm good. But it's like when you gotta post on like multiple different platforms. So that's what I'm saying. Like for those that are like watching this at a later time, follow me, join my streams. Cause dang, it was funny that I remember somebody they gonna go. I posted a screenshot. It was like as soon as I started the stream, and then somebody was just like, "Wow, your stream is dead." I'm like, "The stream just started. Like, stay a little bit longer." It's like, or you can say something. I mean, dang, I don't know why people think it's like it's just. There needs to be more communication in this world. I'm tired of this like non-communicating world. It's like, watch, it's gonna be a point in time where it's like, ain't nobody talking to nobody. Everybody's just dead silent. It's like, got a song stuck in my head. I heard this song from Tik Tok. I don't know the name of it, but it's kind of, it was like the video I seen that it was a part of was kind of funny. TikTok, I'm like, TikTok, like, be promoting music, but when they start doing them dances, I'm like, fam, y'all gonna have to chill on that. Like, not everybody has to do the dance. It's like, they need to have it where it's like, whoever does the dance first between Charlie D'Amelio and Addison Rae, after that, dance is over. Because it's like, once when they do the dance, and it's like, who else is gonna, unless you add something to it. But I'm like, if you just did the same dance they did, it's like, fam, where am I going? I don't know where to turn. But it's like, once they do the dance, I feel like it's over. Like, you don't have a chance of blowing up. Like, not to discourage anybody that's on TikTok, but I'm just saying, like, if you got freaking 2 teenagers out there doing upper body dances and they get hundreds of millions of likes out of all of that, I mean, not like on one video, but just with all of the videos all put together, it's like, yeah, there ain't no competition with that. I don't know what this car is doing, but I'll probably just mess my rankings up. No, I didn't. I made myself get in first place. but no, it's still like, people that's out there doing TikTok dances, do your thing. Don't let the D'Amelios or the Rays or whoever it is that be getting millions of likes by just dancing. Don't let that discourage you. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, people, they gotta, like, when they do these dances, they gotta, like, add more to it. So it's like you're more unique. You stand out more than the like bigger people on TikTok. And then it's like, then whoever is watching you, like, you blow up. Whoever is watching you, then they add something different to their dance. And it's just, creativity. Like, that's it. That's all it means. Overall, being like a down to the root like content creator. It's like, okay, well, this branch is already growing this way, so let's grow in another direction. Or you could just be like me and just be multiple branches. But overall, it's like, don't think for a second like, oh, because somebody else done made it and somebody else is famous and they're doing what you want to do or doing what you're doing and they're making a killing off of it. Like, don't let that discourage you. Don't let that be like, oh, I can't do it now. Like, anybody could do anything. That's what I've been telling myself. And I just want to put that motivation into everybody else. It's like the word impossible no longer exists. Don't think for a second, because people have done the impossible. They've been doing the impossible for like hundreds of years. So it gets to a point in time where we gotta like look at the bigger picture and be like, what really matters. It's like me overall following my dreams and being the person I want to be, or telling myself I can't do it because somebody beat me to it. My thing is like that's one thing. It's like you gotta see this too. It's like when somebody else completes something first, and then like they won. They're first person to win. The race ain't over. Be second, be third, be fourth, fifth, sixth, last place if you need to, but just don't give up. Don't be like, oh, I gotta, because it's like you never see that in NASCAR. You never see where a car like if they do, then they just support sport. It's like me. I'm like, my thing is like, okay, I would rather for me to finish in, oh crap, I swear, I would rather for me to finish in like, how many cars be out there? Like, let's say it's like 50 some cars are out there. I would rather finish in like 26th place than to have it where they say, oh, he gave up, he quit. I'm not like, people like, and it's if you're last, and it's like, hey, you just gotta, you ain't gonna be last forever. Like, some people see you as a winner. There's people out there that dream of being NASCAR racers, and they're out there watching it in the crowd. So, and then when it's their time, then they're gonna be able to. It's like, I just think that it's just like, we need to have it where it's just like a never-ending cycle of success. Regardless of what we're doing, what we're getting into, like we just gotta be the very best at it. That's my motivation for everybody. Most likely it was 2 people in chat. I don't know if they heard all that, but somebody out there. Hopefully some aliens in space they watch. I am motivated some aliens out in space, and now they're all like, you know what? He's right. Let's just go ahead and attack Earth. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be the cause of no alien invasion. But yeah, it's like, alright, because somebody had tweeted me. It was a friend of mine's. We were over there talking about family matters, but yeah, it's I just think they just need to just overall be a never-ending cycle of success. Like, no matter what, we just need to still keep going in life. Don't think for a second like, oh, it's all over because I can't even do anything to that car. Dang. Why is it that they? Oh, I'm a limo. Okay, and there are all the other cars. All right, makes sense. But yeah, it's like I know people, they always be telling me all the time, like, oh, I'm never going to amount. I just had it with somebody, they told me, and that motivated the crap out of me. I recorded a bunch of videos, and then it was like posting videos on all my other channels, and it was somebody told me that I'm never going to reach 1 million subscribers. They said I'll be lucky if I reach 100,000 subscribers. I'm like, okay. I'm like, the day I reach 1 million subscribers, I make sure you please keep that same energy, please. Like, cause I overall want to just see their face. I want to see all of like the people that's ever doubted me their face when they're like, dang, he actually did it. Like, he actually reached 1 million subscribers. I'm like, probably people right now is watching my stream doubt me. Like, oh well. I'm still lit. My thing is like I have like throughout the years I've improved a lot. I feel like at every single point in time of my career, like, you know, overall being on YouTube and stuff, I feel like I've always improved because first year of me just overall being a content creator, and that was back in 2010. I didn't even want to be in front of a camera. I didn't even want nobody to hear my voice. And then all of a sudden, here I am, streaming, recording hundreds of videos a week, having a podcast. Like I'm saying, like 31 YouTube channels. You know, and I still feel like that I can do more. That's the crazy thing about it. I just feel like I'm like, cause there be at times where I'm like, all right, dang, like I could have did this better. I could have recorded more videos this week. I could have overall just, you know, achieved more. And I'm like, all right, well, you know what? It's always next week, so I ain't tripping about that. That car, they really not trying to get hit. Trying to hit the cars if they always want to drive away. It's like, man, just stand still so I can hit you. But yeah, I'm like, regardless, I'm always gonna be happy with what I'm doing in life. I don't care what current state I'm in. I don't care. Like, I can have no supporters, but I know I don't have no supporters. I know I have a few people out there that support me, so at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I don't care if the whole world don't support me. Like, shoot, I had, people gotta remember, it's like at one point in time, you started with nothing. You literally had zero of everything. So that's how I see it. At one point in time, I was like, I ain't have nobody supporting me. I was in this by myself. I had to like motivate myself to get in front of the camera and start talking, do a podcast, making music and stuff. I think that's like the one, like that's like the final thing that I really need to do is just go into a studio and just really just kill it with recording music. People say that that's impossible. I'm like, hey, you know what? Believe what you want to believe. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna keep doing what I want to do. I'm like, and it's like, to me, it's like the small things that count. I think people need to realize that, like, there's gonna be small things in your life that seems so much better than the big things that'll happen to you. Because there's like a lot of like stuff that I had you know, just overall like came across, or things that overall happened to me that most people would just be like, all right, I don't mean anything, so what? To me, I'm like, it's one of the biggest things ever. Where'd this car go? Oh, there he is. But yeah, I'm like, I'm still gonna be happy regardless of what whatever I do. You ain't winning this. You ain't winning this. How'd that not do anything to him? Bruh. It's like as soon as I, where'd they go? How is that not doing nothing to him? I swear. If they win this, I'm like, I will. There we go. Okay. All that needed to happen. But yeah, I'm like, it's like, let me just think. Well, it's just overall just like having like people reach out to me and tell me how much they support me with YouTube and stuff. Like, having that. Here's some motivational quotes. There's two wolves on the hill, one on top the hill, who's never hungry, and one climbing the hill, never be the wolf on top the hill who's never hungry. Be the one climbing the hill, always be hungry for sleep. Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, that's honestly what you have to do. You have to remain like, motivated to like keep doing what you're doing. I know it's like some people, it's like it's hard to find that motivation, and it was at times for me. It's like still to this day, it'd be hard for me to like to find that motivation. But then I start like thinking of things I want to do. I start thinking of like the big picture and stuff. And overall, like to me, the big picture is just overall helping out those around me. That's all that matters. Like I feel like for the longest I struggled. I struggled for like from 2010 to 2015 to figure out what I wanted to do in life, and then it hit me like it was like that because I graduated high school in 2014, and it hit me like that very next year. Like I want to overall be an entertainer. I want to be somebody that's like doing something in the entertainment business. So I remember I started looking at doing like comedy clubs or being a stand-up comedian, which I will do that. I do want to at some point in time do that. But what else? That would actually be a good idea though. Do like a live stream stand-up comedy show. Wait till the stream gets up to like I don't know, freaking certain amount of people. I gotta do that one day. Well, I'm gonna wait till my channel gets a little bit bigger before I do like a live stream stand-up comedy show. But, anyways, but yeah, it's like you always gotta remain like hungry. I'm about to. Getting tired of like trying to. Are you serious? No, they ain't passed me up. No, they did pass me. How? Got me driving a limousine. Everybody else got cars and trucks and things. I'm like, I'm out here driving the biggest car in the game. I'm gonna win the race though. But yeah, I'm like, I've always had like struggled to find motivation, and yeah, it's just no, and that's why I was like probably one of my biggest supporters, like as of now, will probably be Priscilla from Four Souls. I can't really think of too many people that like goes out of their way to like show. Cause I'm like, I remember there was a point in time where I did almost quit YouTube, and she was one of the first people that like tell me not to and stuff. And that was the thing. Like I really, at the end of the day, I really didn't want to, but that's what was running through my mind at the time. And I was like, there were so many people that was like, telling me like, oh, okay, like, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. She was the one person telling me like, don't you quit, don't quit. So that's why I'm like, that's like one of the things I always say, like, I'll make sure like everybody, like immediately around me, like first family, But then, of course, second family, which is 4 souls and anybody that I can help out in their family. And then after that, just, you know, go around, help out the world, motivate people, do what I can. And then once it comes time where I can't do it no more, then pass it on to somebody else. I'm definitely gonna make sure I record a crap ton of videos, write books, do everything that I always dreamed of doing, and definitely just, you know, just motivate people out there. It's like, hey, you know, everybody struggle. That's just a part of like being successful. It's like you're gonna struggle. It's like, it's not, my thing is, you know, and I guess to like have like some motivation, like for everybody else, it's like something ain't just going to load up immediately. Like for an example, a video game, it's not gonna load up immediately. Even on these new consoles where they say it's like little to no like loading screens, and it still takes forever to load. And that's how life is. It's like things is gonna take forever to like load. Like things that you want in life, it's gonna take forever for it to like load up. It ain't gonna be instant like stuff. And if it is instant, then something's wrong with it. And that's like where it's like, you know, that overall saying, people that have like their success handed to them. I wouldn't want my success handed to me. You know, I overall, like, my thing is like, and I know people would be like, oh, okay, so if a big YouTuber shouted you out, you wouldn't take that shout out, or you wouldn't want that shout to exist. I would want that YouTuber to shout me out because he noticed how much of a hard, like how much I take this stuff seriously, how much of a hard-working content creator that I am. But like, if I just started up, right, I posted one video, and it's a video of me just doing whatever. Like, I don't care, like, it's me playing a video game. Everybody's out there playing video games. Like, it's just me pretty much doing, like, playing the first level of a video game. Everybody's played the first level of that video game. My thing is like, did I add something to it? Did I complete it in under 5 seconds? Did I, you know, I'm like, overall want to be shouted out because like they noticed I did something different, or I like treat my like arts and craft like seriously. I don't want people to just shout me out just because. That's why I'm like, even when I shout out people, I don't shout them out just because. I shout them out because I know how much of a hard-working content creator that they are. That's why I constantly shout out those guys 4 souls, because I'm like, those guys put in work. I mean, you guys, like, they got, like, their separate jobs. Zach's in school, and then they all come together, kill it with YouTube. And it was like, they were killing it with YouTube. I'm just saying, like, their first video was better than my first, like, 100 videos that I posted on YouTube. Like, probably 300 videos. It's like better than my first 300 videos that I posted on YouTube. And probably people would argue and say that all their videos is better than my videos, and I would not have a problem with people saying that. Their videos probably are better than all my videos. And that's why I'm like, I take the time to realize, like, people, when they are just, you know, working hard at what they want to get at in life, it's like, and that's overall just like that end point of success. I'm like, I gotta show appreciation to that. Because those guys, they always kill it with everything that they do. I'm like, not too many people realize that. That's why I'm like, that's why, like, a part of me, I kind of get, like, mad and upset, like, when I shout those guys out. And I'm like, there's 24,000 people subscribed to my channel. It's like, you guys support literally everything. Y'all want me to react to videos left and right, but you guys came and support the friends I've been shouting out since last year, like, and been shouting them out almost every day. Like, a part of me gets mad about that. Like, a part of me, because I'm like, man, like, I don't know why it's like, it's just so hard for people to support others. You know, like, it's something where I'm like, I've seen it from, you know, myself, where I go above and beyond where I would support people. And then I've seen it from others where they'll go above and beyond to support people. But it's like, man, it's just a lot of people out there, they just don't do that. They just don't believe in supporting people. I'm like, dang, I'm not asking you guys to like kiss the ground that they walk on. I'm just saying, drop a sub real quick, like their videos, say something nice in the comment sections, the free stuff. Oh, that was my rifle? I didn't realize that was my rifle. I just seen somebody spinning out, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and hit them real quick. Yeah, that's why I'm like, when I do that, when I shout somebody out and then somebody comments talking about, oh, forget like not overall saying it, but how I feel is like when I make a shout out video and I'm expecting them to get like a few subscribers and nobody subscribes, nobody follows, and then their comment talking about, oh, react to this video. I don't be reacting to the videos. If I could be honest, like I don't be reacting to those videos. If I do react to it, it's just because I'm reacting to it on my own time. But other than that, I just don't like the fact where I'm like, okay, I just took the time to make this shout out video for my friends, and you can't even like go subscribe to them real quick. I'm like, I ain't asking for much. I'm just saying like, hey, yo, like just show some love to them real quick. And you can't do that. I'm like, well, then I can't react to that video. I know that's probably being a bad content creator, but that's just overall me putting trust into my friends that, hey, nothing's wrong with their content. So I don't understand why nobody can go over and show love. So. Like, I don't ask for much. So. I know that's a bad way of being a content creator, but hey. You strongly believe in your friends, all that stuff. Like at the end of the day, I could be right back in the same spot that I was at with YouTube 11 years ago when I had no subscribers, was getting no views. At the end of the day, supporting my friends, that's like one thing that means the most to me. I'm like, you a honest to God true fan, like that you claim to be in my comment sections, but only want me to react to certain videos. Like, you're never there for the dark moments of my life. Like, nah, you just only want to be there for when I'm reacting to a video. And I don't mind reacting to videos. I love reacting to videos. It's like some of my favorite stuff to do on YouTube. I mean, honestly, I built a success off of reacting to videos. But some people, I just think they just take that stuff for granted. It's like then the only time when they want to like listen to you and what you want to say is when passed on and something doesn't happen to you. I'm like, it shouldn't be like that. I hate when that type of stuff happens. It's like with the rapper DMX, and they were talking about how his music went up in like 900% streams. I'm like, yeah, I could have did my part to listen to his music. I ain't gonna deny that. It's like, it's like that with everybody. It ain't just like that. I'm not trying to like, make it seem like that I'm perfect. I know I'm not perfect, but yeah, I'm like, people do stuff like that. I'm like, hey, yo, like, support them while they're here. Support them, while they're breathing. I have not wrecked one car since I started this. Cars be just driving crazy in this game, man. Can't even hit them. If I get first place, I don't even care. I'm not getting first place. They need to make that, have it where that time thing don't exist. I'm like, I don't understand. You timing me on this? I'm like, fam, I need more time. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna honestly have to do that again, but yeah, I'm probably one of the most like different content creators out there. Like, I ain't saying I'm the best, but I ain't gonna say that I'm the worst either. People probably will disagree with both statements. People probably would say I am the best content creator out there, and then people are going to say I'm the worst content creator out there. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm being myself, and that's all that matters. Bruh. I am getting jumped. Man, they always do that last minute move stuff. It's like, no, I'm about to immediately kill them. They just always want to move last second. Look, I did worse than last time. Like, why did it take forever to wreck a car? I swear. It's like they do that crap on purpose, knowing it's like gonna be taking forever. Thank you. All I was trying to do in the first place. I better have won that. Okay. I was about to say, man, I'm gonna straight up have a moment. But yeah, I always just, I encourage people. It's like when you get into overall like being a content creator, just have fun with what you're doing. Don't allow people to like make you do things you don't want to do. Be yourself. Have fun. So I was constantly having people like all throughout just my time with YouTube constantly trying to tell me to do things from fans to haters. And I'm like, I'll do what I feel like doing. Why? Because I feel comfortable doing what I feel like doing. Sometimes people it's like, it'd be your own fans like setting you up for failure too. There's times I remember fans, there'll be a video that'll get taken down from YouTube, knowing how it be with me and strikes. And they'll ask me to react to a video, knowing that video is getting taken down from a bunch of different people. And I'm like, why would I react to that? And you know how I feel. It's like, you can't upload when you have a strike. I don't think you understand that. So there's like the one YouTuber, McNasty. You guys, like anybody that's in chat knows who he is. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people might know who he is. But anyways, yeah, there was a video that got taken down from his channel. And people was like asking me to react to it. I'm like, well, why would I react to the video if it got taken down? They was just like, oh, well, he reposted it. I'm like, no, I'm not reacting. Obviously, he said or did something if he got the video taken down. And I'm not putting my channel at risk just so I can entertain you guys. Like, they be giving me strikes just for random stuff. Now I'm gonna like volunteer myself for getting a strike? No. like, I will not do that. Luckily, they got those tires there. Dang. These cars are getting messed up in this game. They always do that, man. Like, last minute, like, oh, let me hurry up, move out the way before he hits me. No, don't run. Do not run. Engine's all messed up. How's the car even drivable? Man. All that needs to be done. Dang, 9 wrecks. One day I gotta go for 10. I just gotta go crazy. They gotta give me like a big giant truck in this game. I just gotta go crazy on these cars. What car is that? Sunrise Super. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm trying to go through this game because there's like missions that I hadn't played, or races and demolition stuff that I hadn't played. So I'm just kind of going through all the older ones and seeing which ones I hadn't did yet. Oh, I haven't even. There's a lot of these I haven't done yet. Dang. All right. But how is everybody's days going? Or Monday? I don't know if y'all is working or got school or don't know what y'all got going on, but how's it treating you? Is it race? I thought it was a demolition thing. Dang. Oh, crap. Drive in front of me. That's it. That's all you guys gotta do. Dang, they tore down the sign. I swear, man. Well, it's a 6-lap race, so I ain't got nothing to lose. Good so far. Ready for the show 21 tomorrow. It should come out tonight at 9. I don't think, well, it depends on, where you're at. Like, if you live on the West Coast, then yeah, it should come out tonight at 9. But of course, if you're on the East Coast, then it should come out on, at, 12, midnight. That's why I love being on the West Coast. I mean, it's coming out at the same time, but still, it just does something mentally to me when I know I get to play a game like early because of the different time zones. But it's like all at the same time. Just for some reason, it's like, I don't know. I just get extra. Can my car not turn? That wheel is all messed up. Bruh, come on, man. I swear, this race was a freaking, man. It's like you mess up one time, then it's just crazy for you. See, bruh. I don't know why they make it where these cars is like mad strong, and then as soon as you try hitting them or doing something, like you gotta be going like full speed at them in order. That don't make no sense. Car never flipped any other time going off that jump. Now it was setting it flips. Like, I don't want to get mad at this game and then stop playing it and find another game, get mad at that. I'm done with that. I'm just trying to play a game that I could just have fun with. But yeah, I'm like, definitely tonight. Well, wrestling comes on tonight, so I ain't gonna be able to play it at 9, but after wrestling and after I'm done recording all the videos I need to record tonight, I am definitely playing MLB The Show. I'm gonna try to actually get into this one. I feel like every other time I've tried playing that game, I've never gotten into it. Like, I don't know why I do that. Like, I'll buy the game, I will play it, but I just won't, like, get into it. I'm like, I need to stop doing that. What is that car doing? Wow, straight stop that person from winning. Why is the car not turning? I don't know if I need to pass up. Oh, okay, it was this car. I need to pass up. Yeah, we ain't hitting that jump no more. Bro, oh my god. Like, he just randomly spins out, and it's like, bam, stay straight. That's all you need to do. Dang. Gotta keep constantly trying to rearrange this car and make it just drive straight. And then it gets to this turn and act like it can't turn. No, turn. Like, I can feel the car not wanting to turn. I ain't restarting this race. I'm winning this race right now. See, it turns perfectly here. But it gets to this other turn, it's like, oh no, can't turn. Like, if I'm moving the analog stick for it to turn, now it wants to... Bro, this game, man, it is acting weird. It's like you talk so good on the game just for it to turn around and just start acting weird on you. Why? I spoke nicely of you, so play right. Don't make it sense half the time. I gotta do more of this race. Check my phone real quick. It's like my phone's been acting extremely weird. Now I act like it can't load up. I'm like, fam, just load. Dang. It's like, this is the consequences of buying an iPhone, bruh. It's like, iPhones, man. No, it would make any sense. It's like, fam, person that spent $600-700 on this phone just for it to act up less than a year? Nah. This phone, man, I swear. Do not get an iPhone. I don't care how much you are a fan of iPhones, do not get an iPhone. iPhones are trash. Had that phone like less than a year and it started messing up. Apple, man, I'm like, and they talking about making a car? Oh nah, I wouldn't buy that car. I would spend my whole life walking if I need to before I buy that car. I'd buy freaking one of them cars from the Flintstones before I buy an Apple car. It's like Apple can't make a product to say they like. Then they have like the nerves to charge people that $1,000 for a phone that's just gonna go out after a year. I'm surprised. I don't know how people still have like iPhone 6s and things and older iPhones. I'm like, man, I know your iPhone and you probably just think that it's perfectly fine. A product that they sold to you years ago, then it was perfectly fine. But after you had that iPhone, iPhones are just like McDonald's fries. Like after 5 minutes, them things is gonna go out. Like, and just like with McDonald's fries, they just gonna get cold after 5 minutes. So pretty much with iPhones, they just gonna go cold on you after 5 minutes of using it. I'm like, I don't understand, like, and people be out there really trying to convince me that, like, oh, iPhone's the better phone. iPhone's the better. Look, I had a Galaxy. That phone wasn't good because I remember I was trying to listen to my music and the headphones. Maybe it was just Beats. I feel like it was just Beats by Dre. I just think all Apple products, Beats by Dre, because my Beats by Dre headphones are starting to mess up, and I'm like, I know it's an Apple product. That car would have to. I'm like, I just think that it's like all Apple products are just trash. Besides the headphones messing up, like other than that, there wasn't no other issues with the Galaxy phone. So I'm like, definitely, I'm either getting a Google Pixel or another Galaxy phone. But I will never in my life again buy another iPhone. Because iPhones are just horrible. I hate when people are angry at me. Why? What happened? your iPhone. I'm sorry, but no, jokes aside though, what happened? Bruh, why is this car okay? Nothing. You sure? I mean, you want to talk about it, or you left that comment? It's like, that's to talk about things and to let that stuff be bottled up. I can tell you right now, keeping things bottled up ain't good for you. Sometimes you gotta let that stuff out. Right, come on, man. You ever talk about something stupid in a conversation and then the other person gets mad about it? Like overall, just like talking about like, I don't know, like just like some like, is it like you were joking, or I mean, and then they just thought you were being serious? That's the thing though, like at times you gotta tell people that you're just joking because people won't catch on to that type of stuff, something like that. Yeah, that's not even your fault. That's just that person not knowing what a joke is. It's like they need to go to the school of comedy and understand, hey, when a person is talking about something that's not that serious, 99% of the time, they are just joking. Thank you for joining my TED Talk. I really do appreciate it. And then you just leave it at that. But yeah, it's like there's at times I'm like, nah, I know there's been times where I've like cracked jokes with people and they just don't, you know. I gotta be me. I'm not. I gotta be around people that be laughing a lot. I can't be around serious people. You know, if I crack a joke and then that person just don't laugh, then I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say to them. I don't care if I work with them. I don't care if I go to school with them, friend, family. Like, if I crack a joke and you don't laugh and you just sitting there straight face, like, all right, well, can't crack no jokes with you. Like, every once in a while, okay, I'm like, okay, maybe I did go too far with that joke. But if it's like, I don't know, if I say something like funny about black people and they're like, I don't think that's funny at all, Black Lives Matter, I'm like, okay, well, obviously you just don't understand comedy, so. If I say some stuff like, oh, black people always die in scary movies, and they're like, and they just are like, I think that's so wrong. I think that's, you know, I never watch a scary movie again. Black people are gonna get killed, and I'm like, that's the comedy of the movie, though. Like, that's just the comedy within it. Like, you know, we can't help it that we get killed off in every movie. It's just, but it's funny though that we mention that type of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I've been around serious people. I remember there was this one girl I went to school with, and she was probably the most serious person I've ever met in my life. Like, I've never met a person more serious. There was like one time though, I remember this guy, he came up and said like some old crazy comment to me, and she straight up well, she was more so speaking for everybody else, but she like had like kind of, she cut me off before I could even say anything, and I'm just looking, I'm like, hey, that's between y'all. I ain't, that girl, she got like a dark, you know, soul between her, so I ain't fooling with her. But I remember the time she told me she was a wrestling fan, and I was like, we were just sitting down for the longest talking about wrestling. I'm like, this is the most wildest thing. If somebody would have told me I was going to be having a conversation about wrestling with her, I'm like, I had said that they were lying. I had straight up said that they were lying, or it's a setup. But yeah, that girl, I wonder what she's been up to. I remember when I think last time I seen her, she was smiling in the profile picture. I'm like, she smiles. I'm like, that's all I need to see in life, is that girl smiles. But me, everybody knew me as like the class clown, so I always would be cracking jokes, and that girl, like, are you serious? That girl, like, not laughing at anything that I say, I was like, and she always would, like, chill with me and my other friends in the morning, and I'm like, dang, I guess I'm just gonna have to be serious with her, because I can't be around the person where it's like, you crack a joke or say something funny and they just don't laugh. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm the funniest person in the world, but I'm just saying, like, everybody else at the table is laughing. Like, what's your deal? I'm like, I'm telling you, she was one of those, like, I swear she's a robot. That girl is like a robot from the future here to find John Connor and take out a T-1000. But she was cool, though. It was just, that girl, she was just angry. I'm like, man. That car jumped clean over me. I can't even lie. That was actually kind of dope. But yeah, stay away from people like that. When they're like, you say, if you're having like a one of those just conversations where it ain't supposed to be taken seriously, yeah, and they whether they jump in, even if they jump in, they just feel like they need to add their 2 cents. Just walk away. That's what I do. I just walk away. People feel like they need to add their 2 cents into a conversation, and it's like, bruh, a joke. Look it up. Dang. I didn't mean to wreck that car, but there's in a way, so. Yeah, that girl I went to school with. I mean, when I tell y'all she had like no emotions, she actually didn't have no emotions. I don't know what's going on now. I'm like, I think I was like, yeah, when I seen they had like Instagram had her like as a recommended person to follow, and I'm like, nah, I feel like being happy, so I ain't trying to see selfies, just straight face selfies and stuff. So, but no, I remember I went on her profile and she was like smiling in a good portion of the photos. I'm like, huh, okay then. So I'm like, maybe she wasn't a robot. Maybe that was just because I honestly, I was trying to dissect that situation. I'm like, okay, like maybe I'm John Connor, but maybe I'm not John Connor. But I'm like, why would I be John Connor? But I'm like, John Connor is probably thinking the same thing in the movies. So he probably wasn't expecting no robots to come from the future and try to kill him. So I'm like, maybe that could be the reason, but I'm like, I don't think so. But it's like, what do you do in a situation? It's like, to talk on that movie real quick, what do you do in a situation like that where you have one robot that's trying to kill you, another robot that's trying to keep you alive, and then they said that you're a big leader of this war like in 2075 or something. What happened? Hey, thank you for the 1 bit. What's your favorite food? My favorite food? Ah, dang. Probably popcorn chicken. But like Tyson chicken strips before they changed the ingredients. When they changed the ingredients in Tyson chicken strips, and I didn't care anymore. I don't care about food no more. From KFC. Nah, I get it's Tyson. They come in these like bags at the store and stuff. I never tried KFC's popcorn chicken. They always be promoting it and stuff, but nah, KFC, I be hearing like their food be like weird. Not weird, but it's like processed. Would it be considered processed just overall, where it's like they be adding stuff to their food that's like that shouldn't be added? But yeah, back on my Terminator conversation. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do in a situation like that where people that came from the future talking about, oh, you're the leader of this war that's taking place in like 2020 something. I thought that's where chicken popcorn originally came from. Nah, popcorn chicken has just always been a thing. KFC just, it wasn't like I can't necessarily say that they took the idea, but it was a thing prior before, pretty much. I guess I ain't gotta do no upgrades to that. Yeah, it's like not everything came from KFC. Like there's them stuff probably came from like other places, and KFC just took the idea and changed the ingredients a little bit. So hey, thank you for the 5 bits. Appreciate it, Nikki Gamer. But yeah, back on that Terminator stuff. I like those movies. I like the last one too. Last one was good. But they gave up on that TV show. Who remembers the Terminator TV show? Or did anybody watch the Terminator TV show? Because I think I watched the first 5 minutes of the first episode, and after that, I said, nope. Yeah, nobody watched that TV show. I was like, that was like probably the one TV show, never heard of it. You never heard of the TV show, or you never heard of the movies? Because I'm like, I feel like everybody knows of the Terminator movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like trying to like pay attention to the chat and freaking. I know the Terminator never heard. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, you know what? It don't even surprise me because I remember my friend, she didn't know of the Goonies. And there was like a part of me was like, dang. Like I want to like help her, but at the same time, I feel like I can't really. But yeah, I'm like, hey, yeah, I don't think a lot of people knew that they had a TV show, Terminator. But the TV show didn't last that long. I think it lasted like one season. How many episodes they have? I don't even think it had that many episodes. I think it was like, they might have had like, cause you know, like with most first seasons, it'd be like 6-8 episodes. And I think that was it. If they had more, and I'm like, man, that was a waste of money doing all of that just for the show to flop. Because I'm like, my thing was to say, you know, with the majority of TV shows today, they want to base it off of like the movies or book, wherever it originated from. So it's like they should have did where it's like first season, you know, it's like here's how I would have wrote Terminator. First season would have been like John Connor and overall like, you know, fighting against the robots, thinking of his way of how he has to like go back in time and stop like everything from happening. And then this season finale would be him like going into the future or going back to the 80s to find what was the dude's name that he sent back and that ended up being John Connor's father? Okay, well whoever that guy is, send him back, and then that's the season finale. And then and then it also ends with the robot. And then season 2 is when they're helping or just look it up, and it had 2 seasons and third one. Oh wow. I think the second season was like, okay, well, we already recorded this, so let's just go ahead and air it. But 31 episodes? Dang. But yeah, then second season would have been, okay, the dude that was John Connor's father, then have it where he's like protecting Sarah Connor, and then the season finale is like how that's actually not bad. It's actually not. But then they have it where it's like it ends off like how the movie ended, the first Terminator. And then this third season, I feel like I think at that point I would kind of add some stuff to it. Same shows have like 5 episodes. Yeah, I think it was Kyle Reese. That was the dude's name. That was his name. But yeah, have it where it's like Kyle Reese, like he goes back. So that's season 2. And then of course it ends off like how the movie ends off where Kyle Reese dies. But it has to be sad though. Like if I were to, like I'm telling you, if I were to write like a movie or a TV show and I'm writing in the death, oh, it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be like freaking some Walking Dead type stuff. Like it's gonna have some people in tears, but that's how I would do that. And then season 3, I would have it where it's like Sarah Connor is just preparing for the war and stuff, and then have it where she's kind of like going up against that doctor. John Connor is getting like slightly older and stuff. I think I have it where it's like 2 seasons of where because I'll have it where it'll get crazy. Like I'll have it where it's like Terminator 2 on steroids, pretty much. Like have it. Ooh, that's actually a dope idea, fam. I'm coming out with a whole TV show but I'm telling you, freaking, if somebody needs to contact me, AMC, Netflix, freaking HBO Max, somebody needs to contact me because I just got a dope idea. So, because I know they did in Terminator 2, they show it where like Sarah Connor gets into she gets into that like mental institution. So I have it where she is like going up against another one of those robots. She takes it out by herself, but then there's like no evidence to prove it. And then they're all like, oh, well, she's putting her kid in danger. So that's how she gets taken to the mental institute. And then John Connor gets sent to the foster home. Like how then that's when like Terminator 2, then that's season 3. They then have it where season 4, which is Terminator 2, but it's just on steroids and it's just, much more crazier. And then I have it where it's like, because Terminator 3, like, that was actually good. That was probably, like, the one that because I know they said that they canceled them all out. And then it was, like, this Terminator Dark Fate. Like, that was supposed to be a direct, like, sequel to Part 2. Because the way that that one started off, it was like, oh, yeah, that's supposed to be after Part 2, so... Man, I'm telling you, I could come up with some TV shows and movies and things. Like, I don't know why nobody hasn't contacted me about this stuff. But that's what I was working on. I was working on, like, writing out, like, a story, like a zombie apocalypse story, but it's based off of, like, me and Priscilla from Four Souls and her family. Because we're, like, big-time zombie fans. We'd be out there watching... mainly Walking Dead. They don't watch Fear of the Walking Dead, but I've been watching Fear of the Walking Dead. Last night's episode was pretty crazy. And then not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, that episode was crazy. Fear of the Walking Dead and Walking Dead always knows how to get you to an emotional state. Like, fam, what is going on? Can we just have it where it's just normal? Like, nobody dies, nobody gets hurt, nobody ain't got to cut off a limb, like... we just all out here just chilling, playing cards. Like, making peace with the zombies. And it's like, they can't even do that. But no, Fear the Walking Dead and Walking Dead, I think people be trashing them shows. I'm like, look, y'all can say what you want about them shows. I'm still gonna watch them. I don't know why everybody feels like that they need to, like, trash on them shows and talk badly about them and things. It's like, fam, just let them be. Just let the people be that writes those shows. Everybody want to get mad, like, oh, they took out this character. I'm like, the show is supposed to be, like, crazy. And it's like, you gotta think, like, for the actor's like, oh, I ain't trying to spend my whole career doing Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead. I want to venture out. I want to do other things. Because who was it that, I know the one dude from Fear the Walking, okay. Actually, no, Walking Dead, freaking Shane. I have to say, like, I did like, The Punisher, the episodes I seen, and overall, like, how they were writing his character and stuff, like, alright, this is actually pretty dope. I'm like, if that's what he was gonna do after Walking Dead, I'm like, shoot, Walking Dead, I'm like, it could be at any given point in time, I'll be like, I'm glad they wrote off Shane, because he killed it in The Punisher, and Daredevil, and every other thing that he did. I need to watch those shows, too. I need to, finish those shows on Netflix, but I was like, I just stopped watching them. After they said that they canceled them all, I was like, well, I don't have no desires on watching them, so. Have you played the Walking Dead Telltale games? Yeah, I played the first season. I played a little bit of the second season. I think it was like some bonus episodes they came out with, and I played those. So I played, yeah, I played it. I played a little bit of it. The main character is called Lee. Yeah, I remember him. That was a freaking sad ending to a video game. I'm like, man, they wrote that into the TV show. You know, people have been crying. But yeah, Walking Dead, they just know how to bring you to an emotion. My thing is, it's like I've never felt that type of way, like when watching TV shows or playing the games. I never sat down and thought like this is gonna be the show where I'm having, you know, freaking all these like nervous moments because I don't know what's gonna happen. Out here shaking, sweating, talking about like, dang, well, who's gonna die next? What's gonna happen? I'm like, who has seen season 7 of Walking Dead? Like, if you've seen season 7 or don't care for me, or maybe if you haven't seen it, do you care for me spoiling it? Like, do you want to watch it for yourself? Or do you you don't care if I talk on it? Because I'm like, I'm about to talk on some stuff that was like, hey, yo, that was crazy when that went down. Has anybody seen it? I'm about to start talking on it. You speak now, forever hold your peace. Alright, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5. I'm gonna wait till I hit this turn in this game. Alright, nobody said. Alright, so in season 7 of Watch Somebody Type, they're like, no, wait a second, don't say anything. I hadn't seen it yet. Nope, too late. So in season 7 of Walking Dead, when they killed off Abraham and Glenn, I was like, fam, is you serious? Like, why? For what reason? I'm like, you ain't had no reason to do that. But then you get to thinking about it and you're like, this show is supposed to be crazy. They're supposed to do stuff like this. So it all makes sense now. But I was like, yeah, when they did that, I was like, are you serious? I'm telling you, I've never had like a nervous moment in my life when watching a TV show. That was it. That was that moment. That was that moment where I was like, I don't know who's gonna die. I don't know who's gonna get Lucille. And it was freaking Abraham and Glenn. And I was like, wow, well, that was sad. Abraham, not as much. But when they took out Glenn, I was like, well, that's it. You lost me. Like, I actually felt like I was there. I felt like I was sitting there kneeling before Negan, like, well, wait a second, hold on. Like, let's talk about this, okay? Now, Glenn and Maggie is about to have a kid, so they off limits. Can't kill him. Can't kill Carl, because that's Rick's kid. Can't kill Rick, because that's Carl's dad. I was like, who else was there? I'm trying to think. Can't kill Rosita, because I like Rosita. Rosita's cool, because she was in Ned's Declassified. So I'm like, you can't kill her, because she was a part of my childhood. Sasha, I was like, can't kill Sasha, because she, you know, she's been through too much. So I'm like, can't do that. Who else? Plus, she was dating Abraham. So I'm like, can't do that. I'm like, shouldn't have killed off Abraham, because he was dating Sasha, so... And, you know, can't kill Eugene, because Abraham probably would have jumped up before that would have happened. So, Abraham, I felt like, would have died regardless. If they had chose either Sasha or Eugene, he would have died regardless. Or Rosita. Them 3 people. Can't kill Daryl, because if you had killed Daryl, then, yeah, then it just, show would have been over. It's funny how, like, people, they've been saying that for the longest, like, don't kill Daryl. Like, Daryl dies, we riot. And I'm like, fam, the day if he goes out, I'm like, hey, yo, that's going to be a sad day in Walking Dead history. I was scared for some moments with him, because I was like, hey, yo, he ain't going to make it. And then Rick's last episode, they had us all believing in that, like, Rick was going to get killed off or die or something. I'm like, fam, don't do that no more. Don't have it where it's like, oh, it's his last episode, he ain't coming back. just for them to say like, oh yeah, he's gonna be in the Walking Dead movie. So stay tuned for those movies when they come out. I'm like, are you serious? Like, alright, man. Yeah, I was like, that was crazy. Everybody, I like those Walking Dead reactions on YouTube when they showed it was Rick's last episode and everybody started crying. My thing is, that's my logic though with Walking Dead that everybody needs to know of. If you don't see them actually die, they're not dead. So like talking on that scene where he shot the dynamite and then the bridge blew up, and then you see where it kind of like the explosion, like it looked like he got like caught in the blast, or like you see where the blast like kind of pushed him back in things. I'm like, they didn't show him like getting set on fire, because if they were gonna kill off Rick, then they had probably had like some crazy like ending to it. They showed where it was like right before he shot, then he seen like Carl. Come on, I swear, man. He showed like seeing Carl, Lori. He been walking into the pearly gates of Walking Dead heaven, and that would have been it. But they didn't do that, so I was like, I knew. Are you serious? I knew that he wasn't dead. I was like, they gonna wait till the last lap to do that crap, man. I hate when they do that stuff. Last minute want to spin me out. Like, yeah, I'm like, and then even when they was all like, they said they thought Glenn had died when he was underneath that garbage can. And there's like people were saying, oh, you can see him climbing, you can see him going in. I was like, they didn't show that stuff until because I remember I had watched that episode again, and you couldn't see him climb under nothing. So I was like, what are you guys looking at? I'm like, what TVs do you guys have? Y'all got like 24K TVs seeing it all. I'm like seeing through the zombies, seeing that he wasn't even. I'm like, man, no. But yeah, there's like everybody thought he died. That's why I was like, I knew he didn't die, because I'm like, usually they see where a zombie's tearing into you. They ain't showing it, so I'm like, therefore he ain't dead. And then I'm like, plus it's like, my thing is like, if they're gonna be, they made it look like that they were tearing him up and stuff. So I'm like, okay, like, they're giving us the illusion that he's dead. But I'm like, you ain't seen no blood coming out of his mouth. I'm like, everybody's just all like, you could kind of somewhat see blood. No, that's blood from whoever is getting eaten on top of them, which was that one guy. And I'm like, then when they actually showed it, and it's like, okay, yeah, and then it's like, I've point proven. You get your insides ripped up in things, there's gonna be blood coming out your mouth. It ain't gonna be some blood. Like, nah, fam. They tearing at your insides. They're eating your guts. Like, you ain't gonna just have like little droplets of blood come out your mouth. Like, that ain't possible. What are the crazy Walking Dead moments? I think when they killed off Shane, I thought that was pretty crazy. That was something I wasn't really expecting. I thought he was cool too, but I was like, nah, he gonna kill Rick in his sleep for Lori. I'm like, something bad gonna happen if he don't kill off Shane. So Rick did what he had to do. I'm like, my thing is like, if I have a friend that's trying to kill me for my wife and we in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, I'm most likely to do the same thing. Like, I understand that's my friend, but I'm like, that man's trying to kill me for my wife. That makes you wonder, like, was Shane and Lori like sleeping around before the apocalypse? Because Lori was acting weird towards Rick after he killed off Shane, and Shane was just acting like he didn't want to let go. So my thing is like, there's something more to it. Lori cheating on Rick with Shane. There's my Walking Dead theory right there. I'm like, convince me otherwise. I was about to say, did I level up to the max of this game? What is the max level in this game? But yeah, I'm like, nah, something had to been going on with Lori and Shane. Cause I'm like, that don't make no sense how they were so caught up with each other, and then she tried to be all cool with Rick afterwards. Like, nah, man, you got mad at me because I had to kill my friend. Like, that man was trying to kill me, and you mad at me because I beat him to the punch. Like, what? What is that? What sense does that make? That don't make any sense at all. That's what I'm like, Lori. I think she was annoying a lot of people. Andre was annoying a lot of people too. I don't think that's why a lot of people didn't really care for Andre's death. When Andre died, I was just like, oh, well, dang, that's messed up. Then when it was like when somebody that was important, I'm like, dang, they're dying. I'm like, can they have it where it's like they were just dreaming or something and they're not actually dead? Like, do they actually have to be dead? Andre, I was just like, huh? Well, I mean, hey. Like, it was funny because they had Trevor from Grand Theft Auto in Walking Dead. And I remember when he got killed off, I was like, dang, man, that's messed up. He actually died. He was the villain of the show. But I kind of like his villainous role in there. That dude was taking over. He had been a serious threat if he had still been alive. So I was like, I liked him. Even though he was a villain, I liked him. But when they killed him off, I was like, dang, he really died. Wow. But yeah, Andrea, I was just like, huh, oh well. I was like, I don't care. I'm like, hey, she was out there sleeping with the enemy. I'm like, so she was out there sleeping around with the governor and stuff. I think everybody was mad though when the governor killed Herschel. When he killed off Herschel, I was like, dang. That man whispered liar and legit chopped his head, like, or the neck part in half. Like, dang. Had his head dangling. I was like, that is some wild stuff right there. And then completely cut his head off. Like, that's why he had to go. I was like, nah, you do some stuff. You done killed, like, the last old man that we cared about in Walking Dead and think that you gonna live to tell the story? Nah, that ain't happening. It's like, Rick tried talking with them, but he sure did beat up Rick. I was like, dang. He didn't have to do all that. Rick, though, I think one thing for sure is Rick, he got mental issues. That man, something ain't right with him. That man got legit. Because it was like, when Lori had died, he was running all throughout that prison just killing every zombie he could come across. And then when he thought Carl had died, when Carl, that one kid, that whole family was annoying me. Because it was when they moved to Alexandria and Rick started liking that girl with the 2 kids, killed off her husband, started sleeping around with her, then made the one kid all mad. So the kid was plotting on killing Rick. The one kid was scared of his shadow. And I was like, man, that's... Hey, what's up, Dark Shadow? I'm just out here talking about Walking Dead characters. How's life going with you? But yeah, when that kid, I'm telling you, kids in The Walking Dead, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Judith is probably the only normal kid. I'm sure you heard about the EDP situation. I did. And just for anybody wondering, I will no longer be reacting to EDP's videos. Hey, thank you for the host, Dark Shadow. Yeah, I was like, after I heard that situation, I do not plan on reacting to any more of his videos. I'm gonna make a video talking about it. Like, that stuff ain't cool. That stuff ain't cool at all. It's like, you know, thing is that people, they always want to say that it's like, oh, it was the kids' fault. It's the kids' fault. I'm like, yeah, you know, kids shouldn't be up on the internet talking to adults, but you as an adult should not be talking to kids. You may as well delete the old reactions you have. Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna watch them. So, yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. Dang, there's the one though I have. It was like 100-something thousand views. Dang. I don't care though. I'm like, I've deleted freaking 300-something videos all this year, so I'm like, if it's one more video, oh well. Because I know if I come out and say that, I already have a feeling he's gonna try to give me like copyright strikes and stuff. So he's gonna be like, oh, this dude ain't gonna support me no more. Well, watch this. Copyright strikes my channel. Now I can't even upload anymore. So yeah, I'm like, I will take the videos down, regardless of how many views they get or who's watching them. I'm like, that ain't cool, bruh. It's not cool at all. That's what I'm like, I'm telling you, kids should not be... I used to make YouTube videos when I was like 13, but then I stopped when I was 15. Yeah, I unsubscribed. Yeah, I'm most likely gonna do the same. Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, kids should they should not be on the internet. Like, unless, like, I mean, if you know you ain't gonna be out there talking with adults or being weird and stuff, then it's like, okay, cool. You know, just don't be weird. We can all be normal. But I'm gonna be 19 this year. Nice, nice. Yeah, I remember you saying yesterday you was 18. But yeah, I'm like, I just don't understand that. I'm like, what? Why? Like, talk to people your age. Talk to people that's like older, or not older, but like, well, just, yeah, older than the age of my. And this is what I was saying, like, with the James Charles situation. If they can't go into GameStops and buy a rated M game, or if they can't go into a bar and buy alcohol, they too young for you. He even lost his friend who's a brother to him. I support him cutting ties. We upload a video on it. Yeah. There's like, and whoever it was that was recording that video, because there's the video that came out. James Charles is older than me though. Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm saying, like, you know, like, just people, they say that they like can't do certain things, or they just under the age, don't talk to them. Plain and simple. He's 21. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, you being 18 and him being 21, that's good. But James Charles, he's like, nah. He's like, you 18. I gotta talk to you if you 17 and younger. That's not good. Don't do that. Don't talk to somebody that's younger than the age of 18. Talk to people that's over the age of 18 or 21, whichever you prefer. Yeah, people think that stuff is cool. I'm like, nah, it's not. That's what I'm like, and I tell people, I'm like, hey, if you gotta like stalk a person's like profile and see, like, you know, I don't really care about James Shaw. I just think he's a weirdo. Everybody thinks he's a weirdo. You ain't the only one, Nikki Gamer. Like, everybody thinks that. Since I'm 25, now it's 18 and older. Yeah, with me, I'm like, with me though, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I overall like would like date a girl that is like, cause I mean, yeah, she is an adult and stuff, so I guess I would. But me, I'm like, if she's in her, like, if she's 20 and older, then cool. Like, if she's 20, getting ready to celebrate her 21st birthday this year, then I'm like, okay, cool. Like, but with me, I'm like, but yeah, like I said, if they can't go into GameStops and buy a rated M game, or they can't go into a bar or into a store and buy a vape pen, whatever, I'm like, just put it to the test. I'm like, buy a vape pen, buy alcohol, buy something that requires you to be over the age of 18 and 21. If you can't do that, then I'm sorry, you're too young. Like, go into GameStops, get Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Casino. Facts. Straight. That's Dark Shadow. That is perfect. Cause it's like, I'm like, you sit on the slot machines for a little bit. Cause I can tell you firsthand right now, like, but no, you have to be over the age of 21 to gamble in Vegas at least. You can't be 18. I'm like, they trip on that type of stuff. I can tell you right now, like, Don't do that. Don't go to Vegas when you're 18. Go to Vegas when you're 21. Because that was a wild time. I went out there when I was 18, or I think, how old was I? Was I 18 or no? I was 19. I was 19 when I went out there. Got on the slot machines thinking, oh, okay, you know, no big deal. And then I think it was a hotel security guard. He came up to me and was all like, can I see your ID real quick? So I said, yeah, sure. And then he said, okay, just sit here and wait. I'm like, oh, okay. This man legit called a cop with a police dog, like one of those police dogs that be running around tracks chasing stuffed rabbits. Got one of those dogs, and then he got like another like hotel security guy, and I'm like, bruh, all of this for the slot machines? Dang, if I had been playing blackjack or freaking poker, these guys would have called the SWAT team on me. I'm like, fam, this is too much. I'm like, I can't even, like, I'm not gonna run, like, fam, I get tired after a certain distance. I ain't gonna run from all of this. Like, this is too much. But yeah, it's like they did all of that. I was like, dang. I'm like, I think it's, you know, I think it's gonna be okay. The one guy seemed like he was just taking his job too seriously. Like, he was waiting for this moment. I was just like, hey, I was like, look, man, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like, and he was just like, please just sit down and relax. I'm like, I am relaxed. Like, this could have been a story time video. I think, I'm trying to think. I might have did one. If I didn't, then I probably will eventually, but yeah, I was like, that situation was crazy. I'm telling you right now, though, that there's a small woman. It was a small Asian woman. She was a spy. That lady was a spy. Because it wasn't up until she walked up and started watching me, and then that's when them security people came. So that lady, she is a spy. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all could just be like, oh, she was probably just a bystander just looking. Yeah, bystander just spying. And I was like, I know a spy when I see one, so. Like, you guys can't tell me otherwise. I'm like, spies, yeah, they don't care. Oh, this is like a race. I thought this was like a demolition thing. But yeah, it's like, I know spies when I see them. I'm like, nah, Vegas, but when I went out there when I was 21, it's so much more funner. You get to drink, you get to walk around and gamble. I think I won like maybe $30 and then lost half of it. Bought me some shoes. What else did I do out in Vegas? Vegas is fun. And it made me so mad seeing all my different friends going to Vegas. I'm like, hey, yo, don't talk to me no more. All you guys want to go out to Vegas and you don't even like invite me. I'm like, don't talk to me no more. Yeah, you can't trust people. They'd be a normal person acting normal, and that's the scary thing. I know. Like, she was just walking around, and she came up from behind me and started watching. And then as soon as that hotel security guy walked up, then she walked away. I'm like, I see what you did. And the worst part is, you don't know. Yup. Not at all. Not at all. I was like, that lady, I'm like, wow. And I let you sit here and watch me. I'm all like, next time, I ain't let you sit and watching nothing. You gonna have to watch somebody else. I would not do this in real life. A loop? Nah. I'm scared of heights. I don't think that's even physically possible for a car to do that. You gotta be going at extreme speeds to do some stuff like that. But yeah, I'm like, Vegas though is fun. I like Vegas. Y'all, if y'all ain't never been to Vegas, well, Dark Shadow, you say you're 25, so you could go out there. You see a perfect example of this in movies. Yeah. Oh yeah. But never been there. I would recommend going out there. It's pretty dope. I like Vegas. Vegas is like a chill spot for me. I wouldn't recommend going out there during the summer. I mean, if you how do you adapt to hot weather? Because if you're like, oh, I love hot weather, then yeah, go out there during the summer. That's if you like 100 and something degree type weather. But if not, go out there during December. December, because it'd be like 70 degrees out there, which is like somewhat hot, but it's a lot of shady areas. So, been in 3 states in my whole life. Yeah, it's like I've only been to I've been to Cali, Nevada, um, Texas, New Orleans, drove through Mississippi for like a split second, and Oregon. So, and of course, like I'm from Washington, so but yeah, Vegas would probably be the one spot where I was like, hey yo, this is nice. Universal Studios is nice too. I definitely recommend going to Universal Studios. Dang, that was it. I wanted to race more there. Oh, it's a. Oh, okay, they doing more. I was about to say. I'm like, fam, what's your favorite movie from your childhood? Favorite movie from my childhood? Kung Fu Hustle. I was watching that movie all the time when I was a kid. That movie, now that's a classic movie right there. I don't care what anybody says about that movie. I'm like, that's my all-time favorite movie when I was a kid. I'll never forget when I burnt some top ramen. Immediately watched that movie. I felt so at peace with myself. So if y'all ain't never seen Kung Fu Hustle, watch Kung Fu Hustle. Iowa, Texas, and Illinois is nice, nice. That was a fail. Yeah, I ain't never, well, Texas, but Iowa and Illinois, so I ain't never been out there. California. Oh, nice, nice. Or are you from California, or are you like, that was just like, you forgot? Never been to the East Coast. Wouldn't Chicago be considered the East Coast? Or is it, or no, is it the Midwest? I always consider Chicago like it's the East Coast. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I got my places confused. I feel like it would be considered East Coast though. It could be Midwest, but I'm like, you don't really. I don't know. I don't know my areas. I don't know my maps. It's Central. Yeah, that would make sense. That makes sense. Dang, that was close. Bro, he gonna wait till the last minute. I got it, I got it, I got it. Bruh, that was so close. I was born in Iowa, but moved 2 years after I was born in California, so I don't remember Iowa much. Yeah, I was like, it's funny, I'm like, I lived out in Washington State my whole life. And it wasn't up until 2016 when I got that cafe job in Seattle. That's when I started knowing of Seattle, when I started working out there. But other than that, when people would ask me, I'm like, I don't know nothing about Seattle. I was like, I barely even know places. There's places I'm just now discovering, like out here and where I live outside of Seattle. But other than that, I'm like, and there's still places I need to discover in Seattle, so. Bruh. I got it. you only. Yeah, yeah, I mean, we do our thing, not all the time. I mean, I feel like Sounders, they're like the one team that's like actually doing good. Bro, this is not the. I swear, man. But yeah, Sounders they do their thing. Seahawks, they only do their thing when they feel like it. We don't even have a basketball team, so we can't do our thing there. I mean, we have this the Storms, which is the women's basketball team. They do their thing. I'm gonna like cap on that. Like now they Seattle Storm, so we do have a basketball team. They kill it because I think they won. I think they won the championship. I don't know, but baseball, like you know, I don't think we've ever did our thing when it comes to baseball. Like it's, I heard rumors you. Oh yeah, yeah, the Seattle Krakens. That's the name of the team. I can't wait for that to happen because I've been to the Seattle Storms game. I've been to a Seahawks game. Never been to a Sounders game or a Mariners game. So I do plan on one. I will go to those, but I am going to definitely check out one of the Seattle Krakens games. I don't know when that team's supposed to debut, but I think they said next season or whenever the season of hockey starts. But can't wait for that. Seattle fans end up being fans, the Trailblazers. Yeah, because they took away our basketball team and made it to, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder. So it's like, yeah, it's like, that's like the only team that we can go out and see. That's like close by, but other than that, it's like, yeah, we want our own basketball team. Like, we don't want to have to go to a completely different state. Like, nah, we want our own basketball team. Dang. Probably gonna finish off this race and then do one more race. Call it a stream. Cause I think it's about that time where I take a nap. and rest my eyes a little bit. That's what I am gonna start like trying to do is like work on streaming longer. I'm trying to get like the streamers that I be following. There are times I be watching people they be streaming for like 8 hours. I'm like, fam, how? Like, how do you find the time? Like, I didn't even know if that was humanly possible. I don't know what is this a race or is it? Oh, it's a race. Okay. Dang, this is gonna be crazy. Like all the cars, RVs can't even fit. My friend that way. Wait, what? I'm confused by the. I know what this is. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Look, it's like we're already like hitting each other and stuff. Maybe we like stay close together. Then this car up front or RV up front, it looked like a wild and out RV. Streams for 8 hours. Oh, he streams. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, it's crazy how people can do that. I'm like, man, maybe if I like had more people in my streams, then I would stream for a little bit longer. But I'm like, I only be having like a few people in the streams at a time. Like, maybe if I had like consistently had like a lot of people in the stream, then I'll probably like once when I get up to like maybe 3,000, 5,000, like around that range, then I'll try to like up it. But hopefully by then I'm like I have like people, not just people just following, just but like nah, like they in the streams supporting, like they are there. You know, it's like I just it confuses me. I'm like so many people has followed me in recent times. It's like nobody joins. Damn. So I appreciate y'all for joining. I do appreciate y'all, but they look at my RV. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't follow a person and not show no support or love to their channel. Nice. So shout out to you guys. I do appreciate y'all. Hey, thank you for the 10 bits. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Bruh, get out of the way. My RV is all messed up, man. I was gonna take this out on the road trip. I can't even do that now. And their RV is messed up too. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Dang. Bruh. Come on, come on. Are you... That is... I hate when games do that crap. I hate that so much with a passion. Where they wait till the last minute and then they want to have it where a car passes you up. That's the type of stuff they'll get me to delete a game. Because I hate when they do that. Now I gotta do this thing all over again. Man, I'm telling you. I still live with my parents and really want to move out before I can afford an apartment house. I think it's like that for everybody. It's like a lot of people, it's, you know, they do that. Saves money, helps you out. So Oh my God, drive. It's like those cars, they get all stuck in that one area at their early, maybe at their early 20s. There's people out there that still do it. It's like they don't have to be in their 20s. They got people be in their 30s, 40s. It's like we don't know. It's like there's a whole world out there. There's probably people like 50-some years old still living with their parents. Might be taking care of them or something, but it's like we don't know the whole world out there. See, here they go with this crap. Nope, 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 nope. I will cut these cars off if I need to. Or RVs. It ain't gonna be no last minute pass ups. 25 and still with my parents. I might move out in 22, but I don't know yet. Yeah, same Dark Shadow. Well, I'm 24, but my thing is though, it's like I know when like the day YouTube and all that blows up, I'm like I know I'm gonna like repay them back, so I ain't tripping about it. But yeah, Nikki Gamer, it's like just it's like whenever you feel comfortable, do it. Like, you ain't passing me up. I don't care if it was if I lap them and they in second place, it ain't happening. It is not happening. Trying to hit them because I'm like I know they only got like one thing of health left. See, all I wanted. I'm gonna move out eventually, but it's gonna be a while. Yeah, it's like it's gonna be like that for a lot of people. All right, so guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Definitely gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to like probably when the stream starts blowing up, um, I'll stream a little bit longer. Yeah, see you later, Nikki Gamer. Appreciate the support. But yeah, shout out to everybody that supported, donated, bits, hosting, all that stuff. Appreciate it. And yeah, until next time, yeah, see you, Dark Shadow. See you, Jester. Until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for joining today's stream, and peace.